Good evening, fellow punters. Mickey D back with you on Saturday evening. Didn't expect to be back so fast. I thought it'd be tomorrow evening because I have two for Monday. But old habits die hard, and I was up early this morning, even though I had 3 pints last night. And I went through a few races, and I've horses picked out that I think have a live chance tomorrow. So I thought it'd be rude of me not to share them with you. Either you'll be either cursing me or congratulating me, one or the other, but I'm going to do it anyway. There's a few newcomers on the bus today. Great to see them. Vincent Connolly was on it. I don't know if it's the Vincent Connolly I know. Big Vicar was on it. Gypsy Cream 26 was telling everybody to follow Danny Tudhope. He had two winners earlier in the week, and Danny had a 40-1 winner today. Roy Harris was telling everyone about the lucky punter yesterday that won 300,000 for £2.50 each way on the 7 selections that won yesterday. Isn't that great news altogether? It's brilliant. Brian McHale was slagging me about no show being a no show, and I have a new job for no shows, pulling a cart. And I'm actually might send him down to Killarney, down to the Jarvies down there that might need him, because that's into him. Patrick Hickey landed, but he said, no, I can't go. He said, I'm going to Thurles. And Clare had a great win, and so had Galway. So the West's awake tonight. Henry Walsh was home from London, but I couldn't allow him on the bus the way he was dressed. No, I've nothing against cross-dressing at all, but and I don't mind. It's up to everybody how to dress or what to put on. I'm not fussy at all. But it's just the week that was in it, Henry, that I couldn't let you on. And it was great that his mate, Luke Noon, had a spare suit. So he togged out anyway in the car park, and we had to let him on. I know, he's not a bad lad. He's plying his trade over in London now. I first came across him, he was working in a betting shop actually. But I was telling him it was the best place for him, the far side of the counter, because the only thing he knew about horses was the Clydesdales that pulls a plough. But he played with London a bit this year as well. He's not too bad at all football, but I couldn't say that to his face. But he's from a neighbouring club. But anyway, tomorrow, Hexham in the 245. It's only a small field, but there's a horse there, Charlie Stinson. Brian Hughes is riding for Adam Nicol. It was formerly trained in Ireland by Mouse Morris, and it was rated 114 when it moved to the UK. And they bought it for 45,000, so it had reasonably good form in Ireland. Like, it finished behind decent horses if you look back at its previous form in Ireland. It's now rated 97 and went up £3 for finishing second last time out over course and distance. It's 11-4 shot, and the favourite is 15-8. It's Melburnian. It used to be trained by Tony Martin in Ireland, and it was second the last time in over the track, but that was over 2 miles, and this is 2.5. And I think that the other one might have just a better toe, more stamina. There's a doubt about that one staying. So I think Charlie Stinson is the one there. Second favourite, 11-4. Then the 3 o'clock in Chantilly, the Prix de Diana's on tomorrow. 3-year-old fillies. Nashwa for the Gosdens. Holly Doyle riding it. It was third in the Oaks, but it just didn't seem to get the trip or stay the full mile and a half that day. This is back to 1-2.5, and it won a listed race earlier in Newbury. It's a 9-4 shot, so we could do 2 pints win in each of them and a pint double, or we can include them in a Trixie with there's a couple more. Yeah, there's in the 5:15 at Pontefract. It's the 2 miles too. It's the Pontefract Cup. Did they leave you out too? Nick Gifford for JP McManus owns it. It's out of presenting. It's rated 68 on the flat. It was third 2 runs back over 2 miles in Goodwood, and the winner won next time out and then was second, and the second was second next time out and then won. So the form is good, and last time he ran was third in Chelmsford, over 1 mile 6, and he was staying on late, so the extra 5 furlongs will suit. He's rated 136 over hurls, and he was pulled out in Cheltenham from his cleared outing because it rained that day. He's already 8s into 4s, so the money is down. I mean, on his flat form, he's fierce well in. Like, I know he's 9, but he likes the ground and he liked the trip. So he'd be another one there. And at the 5:45, the 1 mile 4, Fishable for Tim Easterby. Just second last time out in the City of Dales handicap in Ripon to Brilliant Light. We backed Brilliant Light that day. But Fishable went off 5-2 favourite. And Brilliant Light then went up £4, but it finished 4th this week to Candleford in Royal Ascot. And Fishable won off 92 before, and it's 92 now. Now, it's out of Dutch air, so it'd be better with a bit of cut on the ground, but 'twas good to firm the last day. And that's a 4-1 shot. So that's another one I fancy tomorrow. And there's an outsider then, the 6:45, a 6 furlong sprint, Aberama Gold for Keith Dalgleish. It's rated 88 now, but it's a 5-year-old. But it was second a year ago in Doncaster in 6 furlongs off 102. I mean, that's a stone of a difference. And it was third last time out. So with 5 places on that 14-1, I think that is worth a pint each way. And the other 4, you could put them in a lucky 15 or cross trebles or something like that. Anyway, I thought I might share that with you because I think they have a great chance, and you could do a pound each way or a £2 each way 5 accumulator. Much have I travelled, many sights have I seen, since I left my home in that island of green. From London to Boston, wherever I roam, I love to return to my old Sligo home. How joyful that good day that we all spent as we walked by Glencar, so happy and content. In Hazelwood meadows I oft walked alone, made scenes of contentment near my old Sligo home. From the bright lights of London are pretty to see, and the sidewalks of New York are so grand to me. But I'd change it all and never more roam, to take the road westward to my old Sligo home, to Great Benbulben and the High Knocknarea, and the sun reclining o'er sweet Sligo Bay. The Garavogue River blows out to the foam amidst the green hillsides near my old Sligo home. Farewell to that old home and the kind folks I knew. Every song and story with hearts loyal and true. Someday I will wander back home across the foam, to take the road westward to my old Sligo home. From the bright lights of London are pretty to see, and the sidewalks of New York are so grand to me. But I'd change it all and evermore roam, to take the word westward to my old Sligo home. Sligo are playing in Croke Park tomorrow. That's the Sligo song out of the way. Best of luck to them.